Am I on? Are we good?
Feel like a brand new person.
First, before we get into this video, let's just appreciate the aesthetics. Just everything, like, let's just appreciate it. Let's get into it. Sorry about this squeaky chair, you guys. It's just Jasmo, and welcome back to my channel. So, you know, recently I just been on this like a drink fast, on this liquor fast, but I had to bring my smoothie, so I'm drinking a smoothie today. So get your smoothies, get your water, because we're gonna do it the healthy way today. You know, not saying that wine isn't healthy, but you know, it's good to self-discipline, like I said before. So let's get right into this video. If you haven't read the title, it's about to get real good, and I really think this video is gonna help somebody. So as you read the title, you see that we're gonna talk about anxiety, y'all. The reason I felt like I should talk about this topic today is because I just been battling with anxiety so bad these last couple of weeks. And I just felt like, you know, I'm not the only one out here that's, you know, going through this, that's feeling these, you know, that's feeling all this anxiety. So I was like, hey, why not? Like, why not talk about it? Like, you know, this video may reach somebody who actually needs to hear how to combat anxiety. So I'm about to be real transparent. It's something that I really don't like to do because of fear of judgment and the fear of just, you know, feeling like I'm not good enough, like unworthiness in a way if I just let my guard down. But like, you know, forget it. Like, you know, I'm willing to put myself to the side right now in order to, you know, help someone else who may be dealing with this. So these last couple weeks, it's just been like, I don't want to go too deep, but like, imagine everything just comes crashing down at once. And then like, my birthday is literally a week away. Like, my birthday, it's not even like today is the 19th. And my birthday is on the 23rd. So that's just like, that's not even a full week. Like, and everything's just been crashing down. Like, first, I don't know, like, I graduated recently, and like, everybody's going to school, like, everybody's getting accepted into school. People are just happy going to their next path. People have businesses, and then there's me. I don't know what I want to do next. You know, like, everybody seems to have it all figured out, and I'm just like stuck. You know, I feel stuck. I do have a job, and I'm so blessed to have this job. You know, it's a really good job, especially just graduating. But you know how you know, like, you're meant for more? Like, that's how I feel right now. Like, I feel like, yeah, I like this job, but like, this doesn't feel like purpose. You know, this doesn't feel like my purpose. And I definitely like been feeling God calling me somewhere else. So maybe it like, it's not like I'm scared to take a leap of faith, but it's just like, I don't want to make the wrong move. So like, I feel like all this is in my head, and then I just had all this happening with like somebody close to me, just, you know, we're going through it. And like, when people close to me go through things, I tend to take on their problems as well as mine. And I forget that, you know, I can't take on other people's problems, especially if I haven't even dealt with my own. So it's just like that and that together, it just has like, you know, it has just brought me down these past couple weeks. Like, my heart's just been racing. I've been more irritable. I've been angry. I haven't felt like myself. I'm usually go-lucky, happy, upbeat, energetic. Like, now I'm just like tired, just going through the motions day by day, feeling like I'm not doing anything. I feel like I'm not doing enough. And it's just like, man, like, what is happening right now? Like, that's seriously how I feel. I feel like, what is happening? Why am I here right now? And what is God trying to do in my life? And I'm really just at that point in my life, and I feel like that's why my anxiety is through the roof. By the way, my smoothie, I love making smoothies. I made this with bananas, peaches, and strawberries, and I added oat milk and ice. Y'all, it's so freaking good. If y'all love smoothies, y'all definitely need to try that combination. I'm very into making smoothies, so I can, like, I'll probably start, you know, making videos on how I make different smoothies for different things. Like, for example, like if you have digestive issues and stuff, I'm trying to come up with a recipe to make a smoothie to like really, you know, get my digestion moving. Like if you deal with like constipation or something, like I'm just trying to, you know, find a way to help with your help with my body instead of having to take medicine and stuff, because I'm really geared more to the like natural way of healing now these days, instead of like, you know, the pharmaceutics and whatnot. But yeah, that's really, I got off topic, but not really. So, you know, I feel like when I drink smoothies and like cut out meats and stuff for a while, like if y'all ever have done like fasting, y'all know what I'm talking about. Basically fasting, I'm not any type of medical doctor or anything. I'm just telling y'all what works for me and what helps me combat this anxiety. So yeah, but I realized when I cut out like meats for a while, and eat like vegetables, drink smoothies, exercise, drink water, and you know, do all these type of things that help me physically, it adds to my mental and my spiritual, you know. And it's weird because it's like I don't even do it on purpose sometimes. It just naturally happens, and I realize like, wow, this is really calming me down. And if you deal with anxiety, you know what I'm talking about, like with the heart racing and like overthinking and just feeling like exhausted. Like this really helps. It keeps my mind focused, and it makes me feel like, you know, I'm in the moment. And I feel like anxiety comes when you're not just resting in the moment. And what I mean by like not resting in the moment, I mean like, for example, like I told y'all earlier in the video how I'm thinking about everybody else and what they're doing in their path. I'm comparing myself. I'm thinking ahead. I'm worried about tomorrow, when I'm not even just being happy today, right now, in this very moment. Like I'm alive. I'm blessed. I have everything I need. You know, my health is getting intact. You know, just doing these things, it helps me to be grounded in that moment and really appreciate the time that I'm in right now, you know, instead of having to worry about what's next. And I believe in the Bible, so like this is why God says, you know, don't worry about what you eat or drink or what you wear or tomorrow. Just enjoy today or whatever. And it makes sense because like when I'm not focused on my now and I start thinking about my tomorrow, that's when my anxiety is at its highest. And don't nobody got time for that. Next thing I do to really like help with my anxiety, I kind of just write everything down, or like listen to very soothing music, or like, you know, make music, if that makes sense. For example, like when I write, I kind of like, I love beats. I love like mellow tones and jazz beats. Like I'll turn on the jazz or mellow tone beat and I'll like write lyrics to it, and I'll just kind of talk it out or sing it out or rap it out however I'm feeling. And I realize that's like a way of me like releasing my thoughts and my feelings and just really understanding how I'm feeling in this moment, and realize what is the root of all this, because it all goes down to the root. What's the main thing that's causing all these overthinking thoughts and all this stress and all this, you know, irregular heartbeats? And it's like once I do that, it's like a release. Like, because when I used to, you know, have anxiety, I used to go smoke or whatever, like just being transparent here. And like now, you know, I realize if I try to smoke and I have, you know, my anxiety is higher, like at its highest, it makes me overthink more. It's like I used to could smoke and I like not think, but now I'm at this point in my life where I try to smoke and I'm in a bad spot mentally. Like my thoughts just get heightened times 10. So I just cut that out, and I was like, I just took that as a sign to like not depend on that when I'm down, to like do things more naturally and not depend on, you know, coping mechanisms outside of me, but really just go inside of me and really break down and do that dirty work inside of me to understand why am I feeling like this and why is my thoughts and my mind just going everywhere. And that really helps me, y'all. Like, I really want to get me a DJ set. I've been saying I want to get me a DJ set for the longest and just make tunes, because music really changes. That's another thing, y'all. Just music in itself, like, it's a very healing thing. Like, believe it or not, like, music is healing. Like, listening to soothing music all day while, you know, drinking your favorite smoothie, drinking your favorite wine, or just what I like to do is that. And I like to dress up. Like, I'm really into fashion and style and aesthetics. Like, I'll just get my, you know, smoothie wine, play some soothing tunes, and I'll just, you know but for real though, like, I just dress up and I feel like I'm on a runway. Like, it's only me. I'm just present in the moment, just really understanding myself, really seeing how I move, really seeing how I am, really enjoying me and admiring me and just loving myself in that moment. And that just creates like a mental space to where I am not even thinking about all this stuff that I could be doing, I should be doing. What am I doing? I'm just in that moment of peace and serenity. Oh my gosh, y'all, how could I forget? Another thing that I do when I'm like anxiety filled, I love to go in nature. If you don't know, then you need to know. Nature is the most healing thing in this world. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care if they be like, you have to do this, you got to do that, this, that. No, everything we ever need is already here, and we overlook it all. But y'all, when I'm in a bad spot, I realize like I have a reservoir like next to my house, so I just realize when I just want to get away and I want to disappear. Like, I really have these moments where I want to just disappear because it's so bad in my head. I just go in nature. I sit by the water. I listen to the waves crashing. The weather is so peaceful outside now because it's fall. So it's like the wind is blowing, the trees are moving. I feel like I'm just one with my creator. And it's just amazing. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's just so peaceful because nature is so still, but yet it grows on time. Like, and I compare myself to nature because, you know how I'm saying like, oh, I gotta do this right now, I gotta do this, everybody do this. But no, like, nature is the slowest growing thing, but it always grows at the time when it needs to grow. It's never late, but it always takes its time. And I just kind of put myself in the shoes of nature because even though I'm not where I want to be, I'm exactly where I need to be. I'm taking my time. God is moving me. God is literally changing me. He's preparing me. And it's just like, you know, it really helps me to understand why, you know, my anxiety is racing, because I'm not thinking like that when I'm not one with nature. But when I go and I'm I'm just vibing by myself in my alone time, just really truly being by myself. Like, it is so peaceful. Another thing, being alone, it really helps with anxiety. I used to be the type where I'm just like, you know, if I'm in a bad mood, I'm finna go be with my friends. But I realized I was really suppressing how I felt until it showed up in other ways in my life. For example, I would be drinking or smoking or just doing all this stuff when I'm with my friends, when really I could be just chilling by myself and really crying it out and just really feeling how I feel and releasing. Because if you keep pushing that back, it's gonna stay there until it shows in other ways in your life. And I'd rather deal with that right now than just, you know, going to suppress it with my friends. You know, a long time is so important, not only to just, you know, cry it out. Talk to God. Like, God is who helps me. Like, I just talk to him and I just really be alone with myself. And next time I'm around my friends, I can be my best self. I don't have to be irritable or moody or angry or just taking all my issues out on them or bleeding on them, because my last thing I want to do is hurt the people I love or anybody. So yeah, like when I'm just alone, I can just be that best version of myself that I know I am, rather than just bleeding on others. And then cry it out. Like, you have to cry it out. You have to cry, because crying is so releasing. Like, all these things I'm saying is very releasing, but crying, it just puts the cherry on the top, because when you cry, you're at your most vulnerable. And I don't know who lied and said crying is a form of weakness, but you're strong when you cry, because some people can't cry, and look at how their life is. They're angry because they feel like that's weak, but that makes you so strong when you're crying, you know, because it's hard to admit, like, I'm not okay, you know. And that's why this world is the way that it is, because we really don't want to admit to ourselves that no, we're not okay. So, you know, cry, feel how you feel, write it out, talk to someone. If you trust someone enough to, you know, listen to you, talk to someone. Don't just hold it in. That's really what I'm trying to say. Do not hold it in, because that'll be the biggest regret of your life. So girl, dude, anybody who's watching, if you feel like your anxiety is taking over you, release it. Release it. Don't hold it in. Don't overthink it. Just release it. Do things that make you happy, because that's currently what I'm doing. Because just yesterday I had a breakdown, and after that breakdown I felt so much lighter, not gonna lie. And like I said, it's hard for me to be vulnerable, but if it's gonna help somebody else, I don't care. I'm strong, and I know I'm strong, and you're strong too. So yeah, I'm glad you guys tuned in for another video. Let me know what topic y'all want me to talk about, and I love y'all. You're gonna beat the anxiety. That anxiety is not gonna beat you. So yeah, see y'all next time.